guests and panelists and all friends from the media, dear students, all the honorable MPs, all the key leaders in different fields of Nepal. I'm indeed very happy that I had the honor of convening this session, and I would like to really thank our NAMI family and all the friends from different, our social partners as well as our media partners for making this happen. I mean, there were so many things that have been said today. I think it will be quite stupid of me to try to sum it up. But I think 2 or 3 takeaways that as a social activist and as a political activist that I would like to take away are 2. That this is an issue that requires urgent response at all levels. This is an issue where not only our response is going to make a difference. This is an issue where we have to raise the voice so that our voice is not only limited to Nepal but goes out to the international community. And I know there have been a lot of forums where Nepal has made a lot of contribution, and we have also done a lot of successful work. Nepal is recognized as a country which has very strong green credentials. We have done wonderful work in tiger conservation. We have done good work in rhino conservation. We have committed so much of our land to forestry. Now we are going in a very big way into hydropower. But how is that going to help the life of ordinary people? As a people's representative, my concern is always with the lives of the simple citizen. And one thing that I would like to take away from this is 2. One is the issue that was raised by one of our students. Where is the awareness? Why is everybody only running after political issues? Why are we not talking about environmental issues which is making a direct impact on our lives? So the creation of public awareness is something that I think we all need to really take head on, and there are lots of friends from the media. Please do stories on environmental issues. Please do stories on how lives have been affected, how vector-borne disease like dengue made most of Lalitpur sick last year. Now winter came, we forgot all about dengue. We've forgotten all about COVID also, I think. But all these diseases which is going to come in full force, like Dr. Bicha mentioned, we better start making noise about it. And how can we, what is our part in it? How can we play a role? Whether it's planting trees, whether it's changing the mode of transport, whether it's, eating the kind of, not eating food that comes from very far away. So those kind of changes that each of us have to play a part in. That is one issue. The next issue is about governance. I think the direction is very clear that we have put it in the constitution, but how is that going to be reflected in our policies? Will Nepal government now stop buying diesel vehicles? Will we start buying better electric vehicles, and will we start maintaining our roads? This is a question as a parliamentarian to the government now and the government which is going to be formed very soon. Because maintenance of the road is also something that contributes to pollution. हामीले खाली रोड मात्रै बनाउने मेन्टेनेन्स नगर्ने अनि पोल्युसन त बढ्ने नै भयो, because the cars go slow, there are potholes, so many issues are there. So हामीले अब आउने, like when we are going into this parliament, going into forming the government, how are we going to ensure that not only the Ministry of Environment and Forest look at these issues, but every ministry has to go through how green are we? Whether it's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, whether it's Ministry of Defense, whether it's Ministry of Home, what are our green practices? Because I've been a gender activist, and that was one of the things we used to do. How gender friendly are we as an organization? So how environment friendly is Nepal government? Are the lights switched off? Do they switch off electric lights when they walk out of the office? How is the waste managed? So these are the kind of things that we need to look at on an organizational basis, and the laws we need to make. How are we going to ensure that the local government, works together with the province government and the national government to carry out management of resources, mitigation, adaptation issues, like Dr. Saab just said, one of our speakers said, this climate change is a donor issue. Donor will give money, then we will do climate change project. Donor will go and we will finish our climate change project. That's the feeling now. They think, most people think it's a slogan. But you know, hamro everyday life. So how are we going to work with it? So I would like to ask everybody who is here today to join me in two campaigns. One is to make a public awareness campaign. We can't come to this beautiful hall of NAMI every day because this is for our students. It's only today that we are using it. But I have two more halls in, two small halls in a less glamorous location where I would like to call all of you to participate in brainstorming how do we reach out to the communities, what can we do, what we have already done in so many other social campaigns, how can we take that on this issue. One is that. The second is I would like to ask the parliamentarians to please work with the provinces and the local government to ask what are they doing, what is the landscape in your whether it's the municipality or whether it's the province, what is the landscape of environmental issues, what is the landscape of the projects that are being done. हामीले हेरौँ न के भइरहेछ त हाम्रो आफ्नो प्रोभिन्समा. And if सानो कुरा भयो भने it will be manageable. When we look at the globe, then we can't say, oh, कसरी हामीले गर्ने. When we look at just Nepal, म एकजनाले कसरी गर्ने. But if we break it down into Pradesh, if we break it down into our municipalities, maybe come to the Oda, maybe come to a household, then there are a lot of things which are doable. And this is the kind of thing I think we need to, these are the takeaways that we've got from today's discussion. And it's very scary. Whenever I attend all these programs on climate change, I go, that night I sleep a bit later because I'm so worried what's going to happen in the future. And you know, we are seeing every day the changes in our lifetime. I remember reading this book on climate change, which I think got from Isimod Library in 2010. And I read the book from page to page. I was traveling in a U-Rail train all over Europe, and I read the book and I was mesmerized. And I thought, I hope none of this happens. But now, as life has unfolded, everything that was written in every page of the book is happening. They said too much water, we have too much water. They said diseases are going to climb up. It's climbing up. Tree line, snow line is going to climb up. Tree line is going to climb up. All those things are happening. And the life is going to be more scary in the days to come. And we all need to play a part to take it forward. And just by being here today, all of you have played a part because I'm sure these lessons are something very close to your heart. So I request all of you to please take these lessons home and to please join hands with us. Us means the whole family who are organizing all of them. I'm just a convener. There is NAMI College and the whole NAMI family. There is AP1, there is Nepal Press, and there is three wonderful and old organizations, Sati, Ruduk and Safe Motherhood, who work in different fields, but we cannot escape working in this field. So I would like to request all of you to join hands with us, and we will inform you in the hopefully near future about what actions we can take together. And I also thank everyone for being here, especially Rasmus, whose friends have gone, his colleagues have left, but he stayed behind just to be with us today. I really appreciate that. We all appreciate that. And devoted their time to us today. Dr. Madhav was in Bangkok someplace doing some presentation. He said, I said, please Dr. Saab, you have to do this. I can't think of anybody else. So thank you so much. And KKG, he's always a surprise package. He's the youngest old man I know. I won't tell his age, but when I was this high, he was the same. He's still the same. And my hair is all white, but he's still the same. And he is the one who goes on this Trans-Boundary Rivers of South Asia project to all corners of Nepal. And I would like to thank Oxfam and Swedish SIDA also for giving the opportunity to work on this program together. We have learned a lot. And thank you so much everybody for being here. And please join us for some snacks. Thank you, Nami. Thank you all the staff. Thanks so much.